fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance, Navionics, Okuma, Yozori, Evinrude, and the Star Island Yacht Club Shark Tournament. Back from Southwest Florida, where I didn't find Mr. Tarpon, but I did have a good time with the snook. Looking at the weekend, it looks like there'll be a lot of wind in the forecast, and as of now, the Star Island Shark Tournament has been canceled because of the impending marine forecast. Let's get all the details from Rich Von Olin, News 12 meteorologist.
Hey anglers, meteorologist Rich Von Owen here, News 12 Long Island Weather Center, and let's check the weekend forecast. I'm not really liking what I'm seeing. Last weekend wasn't too great with the easterlies, and this weekend we're going to have hard west and southwesterlies, so can't do too much. Can't seem to get a break on these weekends. Now, water temps are in the 60s, so at least they're coming up a little bit, but watch the wave height and wind forecast. Saturday morning, maybe you can squeeze it in early. Again, we have the Freeport Hudson Anglers Tournament. We've got the, I think the Star Island is not a go because, again, the big waves and the rough conditions with a hard westerly wind on Saturday. So, again, maybe by shore you can get out there, but the sound should be okay. But in the ocean, though, it's going to be tough. Look at the southwest breeze Saturday evening, Saturday night, and really blowing hard here for the afternoon on Sunday. So I think Saturday, only bet you have will be the morning after that. Things really kind of go downhill. Last week we had the high up here to the north. Now it's to the south. Can't seem to win. Kind of squished in between with that gradient of hard southwesterly winds going right into Sunday and into Sunday night. Now it's going to be dry, but again, the winds will be kind of tough in the ocean throughout the weekend. So sorry, anglers, best I can do here. But happy Father's Day, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Rich Von Owen, News 12 Long Island.
Check out News 12 for all the latest marine weather before heading out. If you're looking for a quality fishing boat that's affordable, check out a Sea Pro powered by Suzuki. For less than $400 a month, get you into all the action. Visit Kale's Family Boating Center for a test ride today. Now let's check in. What's happening from Montauk with Captain Tom Mikoleski.
I just got home from a day on the water in Montauk. Beautiful day. I fished today with my friend Captain Huey from Chansey Charters, and Cap Huey basically had us bending in the rods the entire day. We did nothing but diamond jig. We followed the birds, we followed the tide, and we landed all the bluefish you could possibly want. A multitude of stripers, but unfortunately most of them were shorts. We also had some big scup, and of course some big sea bass, all on the diamond jigs. The sea bass, of course, are out of season, so they were returned unharmed. 2 to 4 ounce diamond jigs. It's the way to go now. Right now, there's a lot of bait off the point. Look for the birds. Follow the tide. Hit the bottom with that jig. Take five cranks. You don't get a bite. Drop down. Repeat. It's fun fishing. It's fun spring fishing, and now's the time to get out there.
Thanks, Tim. I want to thank the Fisherman for being a generous sponsor of the 2019 Manhattan Cup. Huge success. We got 22 veterans out fishing. Everyone had a blast. Clark Harris wins the Manhattan Cup with a 43-pound striper. Not a whole lot of bass were caught. There were a lot of blues caught, and Team Manhattan and Montauk won the lure division. The 21-pound bluefish compliments of Captain Adrian Moeller on a beautiful 31 Chesapeake Steiger, the Bass Appeal. Awesome day. Hope we see everybody next year. Striper bite has kind of picked up a little bit since last week. Could be the moon cycle, whatever it is. Happy to see the action. Taking soft plastics in the back bay. There's some fish in the ocean at night. There have been some consistent keepers. Any kind of structure, the jetties, a little bit better closer to Mariches. Some cocktail blues mixed in the back bays, which is making it a little tough, going through a lot of soft plastics, but happy to have the action. Fluke bite continues to be steady, but not a lot of keepers. Hopefully that'll change soon. Porgy bite is still really good in the Peconic and on the reefs outside of Shinnecock. Want to wish all those dads a happy Father's Day. I know I'll be out fishing this weekend. Hope you can do the same. Thanks, Tim. Back to you.
From Shinnecock, we have Mike Dean.
Thanks, Tim. I want to thank the Fisherman for being a generous sponsor of the 2019 Manhattan Cup. Huge success. We got 22 veterans out fishing. Everyone had a blast. Clark Harris wins the Manhattan Cup with a 43-pound striper. Not a whole lot of bass were caught. There were a lot of blues caught, and Team Manhattan and Montauk won the lure division. The 21-pound bluefish compliments of Captain Adrian Moeller on a beautiful 31 Chesapeake Steiger, the Bass Appeal. Awesome day. Hope we see everybody next year. Striper bite has kind of picked up a little bit since last week. Could be the moon cycle, whatever it is. Happy to see the action. Taking soft plastics in the back bay. There's some fish in the ocean at night. There have been some consistent keepers. Any kind of structure, the jetties, a little bit better closer to Mauritius. Some cocktail blues mixed in the back bays, which is making it a little tough, going through a lot of soft plastics, but happy to have the action. Fluke bite continues to be steady, but not a lot of keepers. Hopefully that'll change soon. Porgy bite is still really good in the Peconic and on the reefs outside of Shinnecock. Want to wish all those dads a happy Father's Day. I know I'll be out fishing this weekend. Hope you can do the same. Thanks, Tim. Back to you.
The mosquitoes and the no-see-ums are here, and soon to follow will be the green flies. If you're looking for an all-natural solution to protect you from these pests, try Captain Ron's, made from pure plant oils, so it smells great too. Available at your local tackle shops. The word from Fire Island is that the bass bite on the bunker schools has slowed. The bait is still there in big numbers, but perhaps the bass have moved to the east. The word on the fluke is lots of shorts, not many keepers, but when there is a keeper, they've been big, like fish up to 6 pounds. Weak fish has been consistent with an early morning bite in the Pointer Woods area all the way to Kismet. Once the boat traffic picks up, the bite shuts down. Bluefish have moved to the north side of the bay, especially the Bayshore and Islip area. Blowfish is also a good option on the north side of the bay, and a great way to get your kids involved in the sport. All you need is a chum pot and some chum and some clam strips, and you're in the game. Now let's check in with Joey Leggio from Oceanside.
Hey Tim, what's going on? I have to say, what you guys are doing over at the Fisherman magazine is really fantastic. And you guys that are watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit that notifications. There's a little bell right next to the subscribe button. Click on that little notifications button, so as soon as a video pops up, you guys will get notified and you won't miss a single one of the reports. It's a great thing to do. Also, while you're at it, check out my 2 pages. You can check out my one page, it's Fishing Long Island on YouTube, and also my other pages, Chase and Tail TV. Both of them are on YouTube. And of course, my Instagram is fishing_long_island on Instagram as well. Now to the reports. This week was a little slow for me. Excuse me. I did get out on Saturday. We ran back to where we had the big bass off of Fire Island, and it was a slow day on, Saturday. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said Sunday, it was Saturday. We did manage one runoff and lost a fish, and that was it for George. Other than that, that was really all I had. I had one other rain out. But on the offshore scene, everybody knows the tuna bite's really good. But I'd like to actually congratulate TJ, Captain TJ Montilli of the Lady Marine. The guys took first place with a 310-pound thresher shark at the Point Lookout Shark Tournament this past weekend. So congratulations to TJ. The crew, just got to grab my notes here, can't remember his name. The crew, we had Captain TJ, Jimmy, Woody, Ed, John, and Lou. So congratulations, guys. Awesome catch, and awesome for bringing home Bait Park Fishing Station's crew. They brought it back to the dock, 310 pounds in first place.
Here's Chris Ludwig.
What's going on, guys, and thank you, Tim. So this past week, I've been fishing the open beach with some large bunker chunks on big tackle, basically looking for any predatory fish that may be perusing the area. Maybe some large rays, some big bluefish. But we joined up with the NOAA Apex Predator program, so if we run into any of these sharks that are starting to come into the waters, we're going to be tagging them and sending the information back. It's really cool. We had a pretty convincing bite, so we think we had a shark on in one of our spots over here, again on the open beach, and there was a thresher seen in the surf not too far from where we were. So there's life coming in, guys, and big stuff at that. On the other side of things, I've been doing some freshwater fishing, not too much of that, but fishing some tunnels by me, some falling down trees with night crawlers and small jigs, little tiny, they're like trout magnets. And we've been catching the white perch on them. We caught bluegills, some largemouth on bigger things. So the action's there, the weather's warm, and it's only going to get better from here. I hope to be out there more next week. Have a good one.
News 12's Rich Von Olin yesterday fished out of Island Park and caught a big sea robin, which he plans to enter in the Dreamboat contest. Yes, sea robins are part of the contest, so be sure to weigh those suckers in for your chance to win a brand new Steiger craft. Oh, he had a nice fluke too. In the Western Sound, Raul Ortiz, the urban angler, earlier in the week snuck out for a bit during the rain and managed to catch this 34-inch bass and released a bunch more. He noted that the incoming tide was the most productive. Now let's check in with Hawaiian Dan.
Thanks, Tim. I'm Hawaiian Dan of TalkFishTV.com, reporting for the Fisherman magazine. This week I had a chance to fish both the central North and South Shore regions. The South Shore really didn't pan out for me, but that was only because of my situation and poor timing. My fellow anglers caught plenty of cocktail blues and schoolie stripers in the 10 to 30 inch class. The same batch of fish can also be found on the central North Shore regions. The night bite and early morning bite are the super hot ones. Friends, what can I say? But you have to get out there and fish. This is definitely the next wave of fish. They are definitely much bigger. If you do not have a pack of the Tsunami 4-inch holographic black-backed split tails, do yourself a favor and run out and get them right away. Tonight it outfished the 1/4 ounce bucktail, which anyways, I love you guys. This is your favorite man, Hawaiian Dan, signing out until tomorrow night. I'll catch you on the next one. Aloha.
If you're in the market for a cooler for your truck or boat, one that is reasonably priced, holds ice for days, and made in the USA, check out Orca Coolers at Marine Mate in Lindenhurst. Now let's check in with Senior Editor Fred Golofaro.
Hey, thanks, Tim. And yeah, it looks like this week, the next few days and nights anyway, best bet might be to concentrate your efforts in the inlets, talking from Rockaway, Breezy Point, all the way down through Jones, Fire Island, especially the back sides of those inlets, especially Jones and Fire Island in particular, that stretch from the bridge, Robert Moses Bridge to the lighthouse. That can be a very good stretch, especially if there's sand eels up on those flats, and June is prime time for that. Looking further east, Moriches and Shinnecock Inlets, been good bluefish action in the daytime. Some decent bass being picked at night. I've heard of bass up to 30 pounds at night on bucktails and swim shads. Unfortunately, the west side of Moriches is not accessible. They shut down Burma Road due to plovers, so you have access to Cut 2 on the open beach, and that's restricted to 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night. There's no overnight access there either right now. Backtracking to Democrat 2, the Democrat Bar is a great place out on that tip in the Rip, but it's going to be a pretty long hike if you want to do that. That beach is shut down from the rock pile at Demo east 1,000 feet. So again, it's a long walk. You might want to make that hike from the backside. The back beach is also closed to four-wheel drive vehicles, but you can walk that. And there's a lot of productive water along that stretch. You may find fish before you even get to the bar. Again, Moriches and Shinnecock, daytime blues, nighttime bass. There's also been some good reports of some nice fish, again up over 30 pounds, coming from the shorelines of Peconic Bay, and that's coming from both the South Fork side and the North Fork side. So if you have some spots around there you like to fish, might be worth checking them out. Montauk still has lots of small bass on the south side. Action has spread over to the north side some nights. And there's bluefish bouncing around during the daytime. Lots of bait in Montauk. There was one nice fish Friday night, Nick Pacino. He had a 37-pounder on the north side. So a few bigger fish starting to show up on the east end, on the far east end. Till next week, Fred Golofaro here for thefisherman.com.
Before we get to our offshore report, let's check in with Paul McCain from River Bay Outfitters.
Hello, Tim. You know, Long Island's 120 miles long, and if you take that and make a radius of 120 miles, we have phenomenal fishing. We're really close to where we live. Right now, I'm up on the beaver kill, and I'll tell you, it's been really good. A lot of flies are coming off. Dry fly action is good. The river flows are in great shape. We're in terrific shape right now. So, fly fishermen travel. Think about coming up east. You can come to Connecticut. You can go anywhere. Now, on the saltwater scene, all my RBO endorsed guides are fishing over, talking about on both sides. Captain Tim O'Rourke out of Montauk, Dave Blinken, they're saying all the fish are up on the flats. David Flanagan on the North Shore, Andrew Dwyer, he's talking about it's great. Over in the West End, Captain Frank, and John McMurray, once again, bluefish everywhere. Shit, this is it. Get out, everybody. Get out where you can. Fly fishermen travel. So travel, have a good time. Tight lines, everybody.
Scott at Bergen Bay Docks in West Babylon said his buddy Brian Mern took his crew on the Real Reprieve and ran south on Saturday to the Coimbra. They boated 2 bluefin of 47 and 87 pounds. Chris Spies was out yesterday and put Mike Geraputo on this nice bluefin. And the word from the Canyon Runner boys is that they had their best trip in 37 years, 100 plus tuna, 12 bigeye, a 400-pound bluefin, lots of yellowfin, mahi, 4 white marlin, and a 400-pound mako. If you'd like to be part of our weekly video fishing forecast, we're looking for social media savvy anglers for hyperlocal reporting from around the New York Metro and Long Island area. So if you're a captain, tackle shop, or just an avid angler, contact me at libayrat@gmail.com. For links and more information, be sure to check out this video's description on YouTube. And remember, like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and tap on the bell to be notified instantly when we post a new video on YouTube. And of course, be a subscriber to the Fisherman magazine to be part of the Dream Boat contests. Let's hope the forecast is not as bad as they predict. This is Tim C. Smith for thefisherman.com.
Win the incredible Steigercraft Evinrude Lowrance Grand Prize Boat Package and more in the Fisherman's 2019 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Get the details now at thefisherman.com.